Hi, in this tutorial, we're going to create a wristwatch in Autodesk Fusion 360. The first thing we want to do is come over here to the right plane. We're going to click on it, and we're going to come over here to where it says origin, and we're going to select the right plane. So the YZ plane is the right plane, and I'm going to create a sketch on this plane. And from here, what I want to do is I want to create a line that starts on the origin, and I'm going to drag this up to 0.365 inches. 0.365. And that's going to be my first line. And then from there, I'm going to create a couple other lines here. So I want this to be a line like this, and then when that comes down, across, and then down again and across, and I'm going to connect the endpoint of this line to the origin. And I'm going to set a few dimensions here. So I want to set a dimension between this line and this line. That's going to be 65 degrees. I also want to create a dimension here, an aligned dimension to be 0.087. And I want to create a dimension on this line that's 0.072. And then one over here, that's 40 thousandths. And my last dimension is going to be 0.33, which I can add. So now my sketch is fully defined. So I'm going to create another line, and I'm going to just align this with the origin. So I'm going to click on the origin, click on this point, make them horizontal with each other. And I'm going to set a dimension here to be 0.646. 0.646. Okay, great. So now I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to come to revolve. And with this profile selected, I'm going to click on this axis, and that's going to revolve my shape as a solid. Next, let's come back to the YZ plane, and let's start a sketch on this plane. And let's create a couple more lines. So I'm going to create a line here, and which is going to come down, and I'm going to come across. And now I can set a couple dimensions here. I'm actually going to create a line that comes across like this from the origin, and another line that comes straight up from the origin. And so this line and this line, which I just created, I'm going to make for construction. So now I have these two construction lines here. With those two lines made, it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to constrain my sketch. So let me place these 2 points of my newly created sketch on this line. And now I'm going to set a dimension that comes from this line to this line here. And that's going to be 13 degrees. Then there's also going to be an angle from this line to this line, and that's going to be 28 degrees. And I'm also going to create a dimension from this point to this line, and that's going to be 0.331. And then after that's created, you're going to see that this is not a fully constrained sketch. You can still manipulate it. So we're gonna first move this point here to the origin, and that's going to constrain this bottom line, but there's still some freedom of movement here. So we're going to kind of eyeball it, and we're going to place it about here for now. And once you place it where you'd like, where you think it would look nice for the arm of the watch, we're going to create a dimension here between this bottom point and this point here. And we're going to leave this at 0.28 inches and just hit enter. Okay, great. Let's finish this off by closing our sketch. So let me click on the origin and then click on this top line. And you're going to see that my sketch comes up in a shade of red when it's fully enclosed. So I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to click on revolve. And so the thing that we need here is we need an axis. So I'm going to come back and edit the sketch, and I'm just going to create an axis that comes from the middle of this part here. So the way to do that is we need to come to solid, and we need to come to construct, and we need to create an axis. So I'm going to do an axis through a cylinder, and when I click on the cylinder, it's going to automatically come up with an axis. So I'm going to hit OK. And now that axis has been created. So I can come to revolve, and I can click on the newly created axis, and with the operation set to be join, I can hit OK. And now that piece of it has been made. So now we have our little UFO shape, soon to be cut into the shape of a watch. So once this is created, we're going to create a sketch, now a new sketch, and it's going to be on the XZ plane because that's on the top of our part. So I'm going to create a sketch on this plane, and I'm going to drag out a line here. And this line is going to come all the way through our part. We're also going to create another line that comes all the way through our part. And if you kind of rotate this a little bit, what you can do is you can click on this ring. This is the ring between our cylinder and the newly created shape. And I'm just going to come down to create and come down to project. You can hit P on your keyboard, and that's going to project that. Just going to hit OK. And with that created, at this point, all we have to do is cut out this shape. So I'm going to just create a dimension between this line and the origin, and I'm going to make that 0.275. I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side. What we need to do now is close our profile. So to do that, let's come over here to line, and we're going to create a line that comes in at an angle and that which attaches to this circle right here. So as you can see, this point is attached to this circle, and we also want to create another line on the other side that does the same thing. And we want to create two more of these. And once this is created, we need to set an angle for all these lines as well as a location. So let's come to sketch dimension, click on the origin, and then click on this point. And we're going to set this dimension to be 0.6 inches. And we're going to set a dimension here for this point to also be 0.6 inches. And we want to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to click on this point, and I'm going to make it 0.6 with a link dimension, and I'm going to do the same thing for this one. We can always change this if we feel it doesn't look the way we want it to. But for now, we're going to leave it at that, and we're going to set a dimension between this line and this line to be at an angle of, let's say, 7 degrees for right now. And let me do this on this one as well, 7 degrees. Oops. And on this line, I'm going to make this 7 degrees. And this line as well for the last one. And so from here, it looks like maybe this line, okay, there we go. So 7 degrees on all of them. And you also need to close them. So to close them, we're going to come to line, and we're going to come and drag out and just connect all the points. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it's completely outside of your shape. So if I hover over it, you could actually see the section that's going to be removed. Now we need to do the same thing on the inside. So I'm going to close these 2 points, and I'm going to close these 2 points here at the top as well. So you should have this profile and this profile as well as these 2 profiles, and we're going to use those profiles basically to cut with. So as you can actually look at this view and you can determine if you want to change some things before you create your cut. So right here I can see that my inner profile right here is a little bit small. Maybe I want to make it a little larger. Maybe I want to make this dimension 0.3 inches instead of 0.275. Maybe that looks a little bit better. Or maybe I want to bump it up even more to 0.325. All right, so from here we're going to finish our sketch and we're going to see what our cut looks like. So come to extrude and click on your 4 profiles. And if I rotate this down, I can change this to operation cut, and direction is going to be symmetric. So when I drag this up, it's cutting through the entire thing. And I'm just going to hit OK. And you're going to see that that leaves me with just the arms. And that's the shape of our watch.